Don't forget that you can back brush those two front sections for a little bit of extra grit if you need it. Spend some time fully securing the victory rolls and also making sure that the balance is nice and even. With the remaining hair, now we're going to dress that out to create volume and a little bit of extra texture. Directing that area forward will hide that zigzag radial parting. And there we are, that's look 2 complete. Nice, simple and effective. We're now going to work on a horizontal roll. This requires a little bit of padding, so make sure you're prepared before we start. Again, we're working on freshly set hair. Look at that movement and volume throughout. This is really going to help to enhance our finished look. We want to create nice volume and height through that crown working downwards to create a really nice rounded shape throughout the back and the profile. Check your round shape for balance. It's padding time. This particular padding that I'm using can be clipped together and used as a donut, or it can be used in the cylinder shape. You're going to pin all the way around that padding to make sure it's nice and secure. This is going to be directly on the nape of the neck, not any higher and not any lower. As a little extra tip, you can see that I'm using my ring to open my Kirby grips. For hygiene reasons, we don't want to be putting them in our mouths. Always check that the padding is balanced and in the same shape on both sides of the hair. Once secure, we're now going to brush through those mids and ends to make sure there's no crosshairs. Once it's smooth, you're going to wrap it up and over that padding. Allow those towels to just hang for the moment. We don't need to worry about them just yet, but make sure all that padding is covered. The Kirby grips are being slotted directly down the hair at a vertical angle. This will make sure that you can't see them and that it's secure and attached to the padding. When working on the sides, I'm twisting them in slightly to continue that barrel horizontal shape. As always, back brush where you feel it's needed to create extra volume and support. With the remaining mids and ends, it's entirely up to you how you choose to design them. I've created a slightly pin curled shape just to give a little bit of extra zazz. Check your work from all angles. That's look 3 complete. We're now going to move on to our last look, a victory roll pleat. Again, this hair has been freshly set. I'm taking a triangular section on the front hairline. Make sure it's nice and even and balanced, and we're going to clip that out of the way until the end. Section your radial parting and clip those sides out of the way. You're then going to take an inch section on top and back brush through that area. Leave this out of the way until a little bit later on. Throughout the back, you're going to create a profile parting to attach your padding into. Adjust your padding to make sure it's the shape you exactly want. Then we're going to Kirby grip in as normal. Again, make sure there's a really strong support network in place to keep this padding where you need it to be. Once you're happy it's secure, we're going to wrap one side of the head over that padding, getting it nice and flat. As you'll see as we go through, the shape that's created from this is really nice. It's angled and it's really effective. I'm pinning directly into the padding, again with closed Kirby grips. Lift that hair at the nape of the neck upwards also. All that side should be wrapped and nice and neat out the way. We're now going to do the exact same on the remaining side. Smooth that hair out, getting it nice and polished, wrapping it round the pleat that's already there. Look at that shape that's created. It's perfectly graduated at a 45-degree angle. Smooth out that inch section at the top. We're going to wrap that and create a little pin curl on the mids and ends. Again, because you've got your padding in place, you can slot vertically into the padding to keep this in hold. We don't want to see any Kirby grips on show, so make sure they're nicely hidden. You're going to do the same with the remaining section on that side, creating another flat pin curl in the placement that you feel fits it best. With the remaining side, smooth it out with your back brush. You're going to angle it over your pleat. We want all the detail to be on one side. Again, that midden end is going to be pin curled flat. Now for our frontal section. I've brushed it all the way through and smoothed it. I'm then wrapping it into itself to create a shape that defines the front of the face. Make sure it suits the client. Spray and secure. Check for balance all the way around and make sure any unwanted partings are hidden and not on show. To enhance my look and make it a vintage style, I'm wrapping around some ribbon. I'm going to angle the bow to the opposite side from where the detail is to balance the look out. Spend some time adjusting the bow and making sure it's nice, neat and precise. Balance and effect is everything. Check from all angles. And that's our final look complete. Thank you for joining me today, and don't forget to tag us in all your work on Instagram using the hashtag JetVirtual.